Hello, good evening all. We are back to the next video regarding our practicals in Csc703 object-oriented programming. What we did last was just to create, we were able to create only the what is the project. I mean I wanted to zoom. Okay, this mouse is not okay. Then in that, let me magnify so you can see what I'm doing clearly. Or I add let me just increase the font size. Come to preference. Come to appearance, color and font in Java. But I think it should be editor, not all. I want to increase the font size so you can see clearly what we're actually doing. Yes, it's increasing. So we should take it to around 18 or 20. Okay, so it's all right. This is what we are able to come up with after creating the project. And here the package we are having is test project, and this is the class. Let's explore what we have here. This is our class, and the class as it is, public class, then the class name, and then open braces. Then we have the next thing is what we call the constructor. Constructor, as it was discussed during the theory class, it is the only object in the class that carries the same name of the object. The constructor is not a class, rather it is a method. And we have stated that whenever you see open and close braces, bracket rather, parentheses, after the declaration of a given resource, it's become an object, it is a method. And this is an auto-generated something. You remove it, so we can now see this is our constructor, and this is end of the constructor. I used to write this for beginners not to become confused in our codes. Then this is the main method. This is the main method. Begins from here to here. This is the block, and this also we remove this at stop, and we end of the main. This is a comment. Then this is the end of the class. If you click on these parentheses, it's going to end it here, and then we put in end of the class. So these were we have done the writing here, but this main, we need to talk about the main method. Actually, main method in any given program happens to be the first block of code that will be executed whenever the program runs, or whenever it is executed. So if you happen to have 100 or 1,000, 1 million lines of code, and your main method happens to be the last, or at the last portion of the class, nonetheless it's going to be the first to be executed. And here the declaration is public static void main. This is the method name, and it has a parameter. It is a parametric method. It collects kinds of array. This is an array of strings, and the name of parameter is args. Is how it is. So whatever you write, it's execute from here. So if I want to test this class whether it is working or not, I'm going to write system out println, then I write something within in the code. Since I have no any variable yet declared, I can now say welcome to the Java program. Programming. And then I see. Then if I want to run, I come to this. I move to run as Java. That is, run the program as Java application. So then it becomes run. Here it is. It has run. It tells us welcome to Java programming. So this is just a console program, and from our listings of the topics or subtopics, we talk about console, that we are going to be writing console program. So already this is a console program. If you look at it very well, this has no much things. There is no interactivity between the user and the program. It's only showcasing what is being written in the main method. So you can do a lot of activities here. You can do a lot of functions, actions, and many things. It could be string functions. It could be all sorts of functions could be done here. So I think we can quickly look at the Jew. Even though for the console as well, we need to do some things here. So instead of just saying welcome to this, why not we do some touches here? Can we introduce some things, some libraries like what is called this is the book given to you. We have how do we then collect information from user in console? This is what I want us to do. This is just displaying, but nothing is being collected here. We only talk about constructor, we talk about class. So if I want to collect information from user, how do I do? Then we come up with what we call the scanner class. Scanner class collect information from user. It enables you to collect information from user, and then you then make use of the information. You manipulate it before you get it displayed. So here I want to go to the yes, using strings. System that are printed. I want to go to the beginning of the scanner class so we can make use of it. Just this scanner class. Okay, I think it's here. All right. Yes, I think this is the method I want to see. System that out, system that in. Yeah. Yeah, scanner class. This is it. So I want to collect information from user. Now, from our subject perspective or course perspective, this is the class, and it has some object in it. So I want to collect information from user and display it here before we start the queue. Here maybe I can do everything here. Let's see. Yes, I can collect from here. Let's see. Csc name goes Sc name. Scanner class. Yes, scanner class. Scanner Sc name. I just want to collect name for the first time. Name equals to new scanner. So here of course there will be this error message because I have not done any import. So when you click, it will ask you to import scanner class. So scanner class get imported here. Java.detail.scanner. And in here you need to write in this command: system.in. Then you can then make use of this. How do you make use of it? You can collect anything depending on what you have. I can now quickly declare a variable here, and I call it, I declare it as a string name, for example. I can as well declare it as a local variable. You know, this is a global variable, a class variable. Of course, it will ask us to assign static, and before we use it. So now I want to store, and I want to make use of this name, and I want to store whatever I collected here. And I can now see this equals to, this is the object of this scanner class. Then I can now say get what? Get string. Before this, let me remove this because I know the issue of this scanner class. Okay. Yes. Before that, yeah, it's okay. It's all right. This is the get line. Let me introduce name here, name 2. Sorry, just want to do something here. Of course, since it is a local variable, it's going to mandate you to write, to initialize it. This is the initialization. Then when I say name 2 equals to sc name dot get. If you are getting integer, enter an integer here. If you are getting integer, you see that get integer dot next int. Then you store it here. If you are getting a string, you initialize a string here as a variable, local variable, and you store it there. So the dot next, if you check here, you see, I think at the top or somewhere, you see kinds of methods you can be collecting from. When you say dot next, it will be collecting what? Dot next int, it will collect integer. Dot next line, it will collect the whole line. Dot next string, it will collect only one word, and whenever it reaches a space, it stopped from that. So we're done with this. Dot next line, of course. And let me see, like this error message here. what's happening. Yes, static, yeah. I've said it already. Static. Yeah, you have to make it static before it works, since it is a class, it is a global something. Yeah. Then, okay. Then we are storing here. I can as well store in this name. I'm just testing the local variable. I can as well store it here. But then this is a local variable. Instead of that, let me remove this, and then I make this just name. So I've declared it as a static variable, and now before this, user should be informed what to supply. So let me now say system. You can write a shortcut for this, sysout, then press Ctrl key and then hold down your spacebar to give you the complete system without a println. Of course, the developer should be having this IntelliSense code guessing and all this. So you can now say please supply name. Then let's run this program and see what will happen when I run it. Yes, it asks me to supply name. When I supply name, this is my name, and I press enter, nothing happens because I did not ask the system to do anything with the name. So maybe I supply, I get the name and then I greet the person. I add on top of my match or patch some things and then send it out. Then maybe from here you write, okay, after accepting name, the output for what do you want to use the name for. So I can now see sysout system.out.println. Since the name is a variable, whatever entered here is going to be stored here. So let me now make use of name here, right? Then before putting it, let's say, then I add this plus sign is not plusing, it is a concatenation symbol since it comes before a string. So it will concatenate the message now with this. Then I'll call the name and I'll say welcome to Csc703 Castle PGD, for example. Then when I run this program, it asks me to supply name. Then I'll write the name of your class, right? Onoja, and I'll press enter. Then it tells me, Onoja, welcome to Csc703. But then if you look at it, there is no space here. So this is what the plus sign concatenates. So there is no space in between Onoja and welcome. It's either you space it like this or you introduce a space here. Introduce a space like this, and then a plus sign here that concatenates. Maybe you can introduce something here also and say hello and a space. Then you run it. Then it asks you, I think I know another name of another person from the class. I have Ogashuaibu. Then I press enter. Then it tells me, hello Ogashuaibu, welcome to Csc703. So you see, we've started doing something interactive, not just displaying something. We collect information from user, we make some manipulations, and then we supply. We then print out. with time we're going to do kind of mathematical operations and all this, but I think today I have a question here that I want us to solve together, and this question has to do with GUI, and this is the question. I will send it to you via WhatsApp, or even add it as a kind of description maybe in the, but I will send it via WhatsApp, I think. So this is the UI I want us to design. All that is that we have done here is just console, but then for the mathematical things and all these, I think we're going to use either console or anything. Let me see, can I recall another person's name? I think these are the only two guys I can recall their names, the class rep and oh, I'm sorry. So let me create another video to start the UI, and then we start implementing some of the concepts of OOP in it. That's why I want us to start with the UI. Thank you for watching.